One of the things that I think parents can do with their kids is just go out and play with them in the backyard. And I guess there's a fine line between always teaching and playing. And I think there has to be both. If you err on one side or the other, it's better to play more and have fun. What you want is you want your kid to drag you out to the backyard when you get home to play catch. You want to be able to be out there, and yeah, while you're playing catch, you want to be able to show or talk to your son or daughter about some of the basic fundamentals. But don't push too hard. Make sure that the emphasis is on having fun and building up your son or daughter so that they feel good about what they're doing and who they are. If you can teach some of those fundamentals while you're doing that, awesome. And if you're pushing a little bit too hard, you'll see that your kids will back off a little bit. Then you back off. The most important thing is be out there with them, have fun, and if you have an opportunity to teach some of the fundamentals, go ahead and try that. Another thing I want you to notice is sometimes you want to go out there and teach. The kids don't want to go out. Or if they go out, they don't seem like they're all that into what you're doing. Suggestion, just back off. You know, you can't force a kid to have fun at something that they don't really want to do. So most important thing is give the kid the opportunity to be out there with mom or dad in the backyard, having fun and learning some stuff.
Why should we have expectations for our kids?
I do think that it is important to have expectations of the kids. In many areas of life, I don't think that there are enough expectations of our kids. And from my experience working with kids, kids never ever want to disappoint you. If we raise the bar a little bit, something that they can attain, they're going to want to try to please us. So whether it's something that you're doing non-sport related, like schoolwork, you have some expectations on what they're going to do, or whether it's how they conduct themselves. I have a big thing about if you're going to go and play ball, wear your uniform right. That's an expectation I have. Wear your hat right. Kids generally will meet those expectations, but I can tell you this much. If you don't have any expectations, they're not going to meet them. So you may have them and not articulate them to the kids. You can't be upset that the kids aren't meeting them because they don't know that you have them in the first place. But I think it is a good thing to have some expectations on the kids.
What are realistic expectations for our kids?
How are we going with that one?
In terms of you have kids at different levels. This could be athletic expectations, or this could be a kid with certain disorder, disability, ADD. You know, making sure that it's fair.
Okay. When you have expectations on kids, remember this: each kid's different. The expectations you place on a child should be something that is above where they're at, but something they can attain. One of the things that we do that leads to problems is that we put unfair expectations on our kids. We have an idea where we want our child to be, and there's no way that they can ever get there. So what happens is you're disappointed in your kid, and on the other hand, your kid may shy away from the activity because they know that they are disappointing you. So you have to be pretty astute at seeing where your son or daughter is at a certain activity and making sure that your expectation is such that they can get there. And for each kid, that's going to be a little different. And when we talk about sport practices, when we have different drills, or we have a drill and we have, say, 6 or 7 different kids in the drill, really the smart coach has different expectations for each kid. It's not anything that you write down. It's not something that you write on a plan sheet. It's something that good coaches do. Case in point, when I'm teaching kids how to drop and cross and catch a fly ball in the outfield, some kids I can really challenge, and I will. I know where they are, and I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to make it difficult. Other kids, the expectation is much lower. So my toss is going to be much different, and my hope is that instead of catching it, maybe they just touch the ball with the glove. But I'm going to make those changes for each kid as they come up in the line. So make sure that your expectations are fair and that your kids can get there. And also make sure that you give them the tools and the knowledge on how to get there. That's an important thing as well.
Perfect.